Right, here's the back of the Indo this morning. Gone in 18 seconds. What a passage of play. What an absolutely sensational passage of play. There's no luck about it. Tip just flattered to deceive his Clare and 90 years of thirless pain. So you hit the post in such a way that the ball comes back out in hurling, which is rare enough. It actually comes back out into the field of play. It doesn't go one side or the other. It gets swept down the field, and somebody in the Examiner is saying that they're sitting beside Larry Ryan, who's like, "Oh no!" when the ball is like still around midfield, because you could just tell the way the angles they were running, that there's a goal on here, and if they just go for it, and then the finish is perfect. There's a nice little sidestep.
It's a beautiful sidestep.
Yeah, class. So that was there and the momentum shift. But even then, they still had scored two of the greatest points at the end to win it.
Yeah, you say that there was like a partisan worker there saying, "Oh no," but even kind of in the neutrals on TV yesterday, Donal O'Grady was kind of looking at his watch throughout saying, "Tip are only a couple of points up here and the clock is ticking away." There was just this impending sense of doom that as soon as you ticked into the red part of the clock, Tip were absolutely screwed.
The madness of Peter Duggan to hit that last one from the sideline.
That was incredible. That was an absolutely incredible.
Don't! Oh, wow!
It's not going to be remembered because it wasn't the winning score or it wasn't that goal. It was an absolutely outrageously good point. It was so nonchalant. It was so Joe Canning.
There's somebody right up his hole as well at the same time. It's not like he has a free shot going, I'll just throw it over. But yeah. And also, Callanan's point, which they didn't do a super slow-mo of, the one where he just drops it and flips and like a salmon. Now, not going to get highlighted as like one of the scores of the year that kept Tipperary in the championship, but like sensational.
No, and much less than that. The one that went to Hawkeye midway through the second half, where Tip have this almost tiki-taka-esque move, which results in it being called wide after a Hawkeye review. Would have been one of the scores of the championship.
Hawkeye review, another 12-minute interminable.
It's like they were using Windows 98 to use.
Hey, I saw two people make the Windows 95 joke. Are you ripping them off as well?
No, I'm not.
Oh, right.
It's very unoriginal of me. I'm very sorry.
XP would have been totally fine. Duggan leads Clare to famous win. Our man John Duggan is actually in Moscow. This is a different Duggan they're obviously talking about there. Peter in that one. To Clare all over the back pages, as I said. Brendan Bugler coming a little bit later on, so we're not going to dwell too much on it right now. Up to 9 changes expected as Ireland look to hit back. Were Ireland out-coached and out-thought by Michael Cheika at the weekend? That's a question we're going to put to Alan Quinlan just after 9 o'clock today. He's been speaking with Cheika. We'll bring you that a little bit later as well. And Tip and Waterford suffer short summer syndrome. What are we at? The 11th of June. Tip and Waterford out of the hurling championship. Meath out of the football championship. A bunch of other teams out of the football championship too. Summer stunner defying Clare sent Tip packing. Limerick dismissed Asia. Limerick absolutely throttled Waterford at the weekend. Kind of went under the radar a bit because the other game was on TV. And then the last one from me is De Silva banned after striking Crowley in face.
It's a crazy story yesterday involving 2 jockeys at Goodwood.
I missed this.
Where
Jim Crowley was struck in the face, suffered a cut and swollen lip that needed stitches after the incident, which followed the first race.
Yeah, mental scenes. I've never seen anything like it, but at least it's not the fans fighting, Ger.
Didn't miss any rides, though. Tough bastards, the jockeys.
They really are.
Didn't miss a ride. No, I'm going to get back out there. And long live the king, Rafa Nadal, the greatest of all time.
On the back of the Irish Daily Mail this morning, they're going with the hurling once again. Down and out, early exits for Premier and Waterford. Tip boss Ryan's future is uncertain. Michael Ryan was speaking after the game yesterday, saying that it's probably an unwise time to make a decision, whether you win or whether you lose in such a big fashion. Smart decisions are never made in the heat of a moment like that, so still a bit of time before Michael Ryan makes a decision on his future, and he's probably going to be given the grace of deciding for himself whether or not he wants to stay on. In the back of the Herald then this morning, it's Cluxon injury worry. Blues continue to shatter records despite blow to skipper. On this article here in the back page of the Herald, they cite an image on Twitter which appeared to show the 36-year-old keeper walking into the Mater Hospital. So worrying times indeed.
I thought that was a complete invasion of privacy that picture was tweeted yesterday. To be honest, I blocked the person who tweeted it at me going, no, I don't want to see this. None of my business. Absolutely appalling stuff. I thought that anybody was, and then I don't think we should be talking about it either. But
on the back of the Mirror this morning, it's "This win's rescued my job. O'Connor's relief as Tip fall. Salah says I'll be ready for the World Cup." And then the most intriguing soccer story this morning is Yaya liar. Angry Pep breaks silence on midfielder's African claims. Why say it now? It's a lie and he knows it. Pep Guardiola coming out swinging naturally because he's being called essentially a racist by Yaya Toure. On the back of the Irish Daily Star, it's banner in the works. Clare put pay to Premier's summer plans. We've also got Hazard warning here. Eden Hazard is demanding to be told Chelsea's future plans if he is to stay at Stamford Bridge. It's almost a strange kind of relationship there that he wants to engage in with the board, that he wants to know what Chelsea are planning to do. He wants to know what signings they're going to make if he's actually going to stay at the football club. The back of the Sun then this morning says Deishtan confused. Tip Waterford crash out of Championship. You've got Pep, that story as well, saying Yaya lied in race claim, and for Cluck's sake it's a concern. Dublin 225 long for 12 points, but it could be a concern.
I get it now. Banner in the works. Did you get it?
Yes, I got it pretty much immediately, Jared.
I didn't. It took me ages.
It is. What time is it? 7:58. Maybe give it 8 o'clock, and then you might perk up a little bit.
Explain it to everybody.
Well, okay, so banner rhymes with the word spanner.
Hey, okay, you got it.
And spanner in the works is a common cliche known to most of mankind. On the back of the Guardian this morning, they're going with that unbelievable story really yesterday with the Scotland cricketers. They make history as Sorry England crumble. It was a one-day international in Edinburgh and the Scots beating the English. You've also got your World Cup countdown. I won't fall foul of tough new rules, says Defiant Ali. And that's also a story on the front page of the Daily Telegraph sports section this morning. I promise to stay out of trouble. And of course, that Scotland stunned Morgan's men story as well. Incredible one for the Scottish cricketers yesterday. And that's pretty much all the back pages this morning, Ger.